videos. We're going to show a few of the players in the UFO world that are participating in what I believe and looks like it is. Allegedly, it looks like it could be a scam. So I'm going to play another song here about med beds. Why not? another choice of the med bed song.
In a world of pain, a whisper starts to bloom of a secret chamber chasing away all gloom. They call them med beds, a futuristic dream. Med beds! Med beds! A promise so grand, but no real photos, just one giant hologram. They say they coming, $1 billion plan. Med beds, don't show up in my skin. Med beds, a promise so grand, but no real photos, just one giant hologram. Med beds, they say they're coming, $1 billion plan. Med beds, don't show up in my scans. They say Tesla built them in a lab far away, or aliens brought them for a brighter new day. Hidden in tunnels by the deep state's own hand, hoarded by the wealthy across the whole land. QAnon voices on Telegram, they shout, Trump will release them, no reason to doubt. A benevolent military will roll out the plan, free for all citizens, every woman and man. Oh, med bed, med bed, med bed, med bed, med bed. Oh, med beds, med beds. A promise so grand, but no real photos, just sand in your hand. A jumble of buzzwords, a child Star Trek plea. Quantum frequencies for all to be free. But if it sounds too good, it's a dangerous song, a mirage for the desperate, breaking every heart. They talk of bad frequencies and good to restore, a science that simply makes no sense anymore. The FDA warns us of devices unproven, hucksters and scams, their true motives are woven, charging small fees for a bed that's not there, leaving folks empty, lost in despair. When real help is needed, they turn you away for a fictional cure that will never see day. Oh, med beds, a promise so grand, but no real photos, just sand in your hand. A jumble of buzzwords, a child Star Trek plea. Quantum frequencies for all to be free. But if it sounds too good, it's a dangerous thought, a mirage for the desperate, breaking every heart. So look for the evidence, the truth and the light. Don't fall for the fantasy in the dark of the night. For true healing comes from science and care, not from a med bed floating in thin air.
Med beds, like that last, like screaming it out, like med beds. All right, welcome back to Not My Rabbit Hole, and with me is my special guest, Electropig von Fokkengruuven, and we are talking about med beds, and how this is a fraud, this is a scam. There are no real med beds. They're not even. You realize that every single picture of a med bed is like created with AI, or it's actually a fake. Do you realize that?
Absolutely. So far, absolutely no evidence. A lot of theories. A lot of theories sound good, but nothing concrete just yet.
Yeah, no, there's nothing concrete. And so I found, and I lurked around, and there was in these links I clicked on a particular video. It belonged to Vice, and in the Vice did a coverage on med beds, and in that came up James Rink, who is part of the Super Soldier program. And I'm not going to show the Vice footage, but I am going to show James Rink as a guest talking about med beds on a couple of his channels. So we know that James Rink from Super Soldier Talk is pushing med beds on the internet. So let's take a look. This is fair use. We're just educating the public and critiquing the video that we're watching. And so here, let's play a little bit of this.
And then you can back up a little bit.
My God, this is super exciting. We are going live, people. We're going live from our MedBed pod area. And boom. All right, here we go. So we've got special guest today with us actually for the next couple days, Mr. James Rink from Super Soldier Talks, somebody who has actually been in real med beds. And James, we're finishing lunch a little late today. We've had you on a couple other podcasts today, and we're going to have Catherine here shortly. So welcome to the podcast. I'm going to be managing some of the chat. So if anybody has questions for James on the real med beds, we're going to be able to answer those for you today. And we have Riley. Look at her back there having a great old time here in our med bed center.
Kids over here.
Yes, I got these.
Over here.
You are the kids.
Wait, I gotta go down more. Here.
Boom. Oh my gosh. All right. So real med beds. James, now we're gonna do a little bit of a teaser. You've got information from President Donald Trump on the release of the med beds. That's actually going to be a show tomorrow. So there is going to actually be a podcast tomorrow that's going to be another live that we'll promote here shortly. So for anybody that is,
I don't know. Have you now? Who's this lady? All right, Have you heard anything from Donald Trump yet? I mean, when is this video done? What's the date on this? I'm trying to find this was like this. Okay, there's a comment that's 6 months ago. So I don't know. I've not heard anything from Donald Trump, but here we go.
Available tomorrow. It'll go on our channel, obviously, but there's going to be also a podcast tomorrow from information with Donald Trump on the release of the real med beds, the military med beds. So with that being said, Catherine, we have a friend of James.
So he mentioned it as being military med beds, so it's involved with the military.
Another friend with James, who is also with us today. I'm going to let Catherine. I'm going to let you give a little bit of your background with any med bed technology that you're available that you might have used, had access to, and then James, we're going to go into your bio once again for anybody that might not know you. Super Soldier Talks, Mr. James Rink. And with that being said, Catherine, go ahead and get us going.
Catherine Ches. My husband was a super soldier in the Super Soldier program. I met him in 2006. His name was Dr. Anthony Ches.
Shoot.
He had many memories of being in the projects. He had told me about how they use serums on him to enhance his capabilities. He was originally from Wanacue, New Jersey, and for his program, he had to go to the east side of New York City to.
Okay, so we got a load full of that. I mean that was just pretty much confirmed. The AP article, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here it was saying that Donald Trump was going to dole out this information for everybody. I'm going to show another clip from James Rink's show where he is discussing med beds as well. Let me see. Okay, you're going to love this. I think you're gonna like this Electropig. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Here we go.
I like the Ultraman in the corner.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so we've got a super exciting episode today. We are with Mr. James Rink
Almost
with
like
Super Soldier Talks.
it's almost like the same girl that was sitting next to him in the other video. Are those the same people?
And it
Are
looks like Tyler Hoover in the other room.
Right. Who's Tyler Hoover? Who's Tyler Hoover?
Oh, only the car guys would understand that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it says use code James Rink for savings on products mentioned with healthylifetechnology.com.
Of course, here at our podcast room.
I remember when James Reese was selling these like weird pull apart cubes that or what, I don't know if it was pull apart. It was some cube that was supposed to like help people that had MK Ultra MyLab things, and yeah, I remember that. That was a good 12 years or so ago.
In the USS Medbed, we got Riley, and James is the founder of a channel called Super Soldier Talks, which is one of the best channels basically on the internet with anything related to medbed type technology.
Oh, he's the best channel on the internet with anything about medbed technologies. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big title. Wow.
Off-planet, futuristic technology. And James, you have an amazing background working in some of these really, I guess, really highly secretive programs with the background being a super soldier. So number one, welcome to the show. And, let's get started and tell us a little bit about your background and kind of how you got into some of these various technologies and programs.
Great. Well, I hope I do it well because I've only had 3 hours of sleep last night, but I'm a very busy person. I'm putting on a conference, and I was trying to get the artwork and everything done with the website because I have somebody help me out. And that's anyway. The point is, so the conference is coming up.
And he is a very busy person, and he has a conference coming up.
October 8th to the 12th. It's for people that were served in the secret space program, such as myself. It's called the Super Soldier Activation Conference. And over the years, I've interviewed people through my podcast, Super Soldier Talk, in these projects. And I started off just trying to find answers for myself as an experiencer in these programs. And what I did is I went out and made a whole network where we all could work together to share
So this is 7 months ago. So I'm assuming this conference has already happened.
Experiences and memories and try to heal each other as well. So that's the path I've been on, is always trying to find ways.
I'm going to skip up a little bit.
Lightlovemedia.com. You get one of these units if you want.
Oh, wait.
It has a different... Is trying to find a way to heal itself. And the problem is through stress, trauma, could be even a lot of the toxins or even genetically modified foods, it just weighs down our body. And also, of course, negative thinking can do that as well. So the body loses its balance.
I don't think he seems healthy to me. And then I don't know. He seems frail and thin, and I'm just, I don't know. That's just my take on him.
This point where it falls off into the path of wellness. So the idea is what a medbed can do is it can reset the body's natural state of equilibrium. And there's different ways to go about that. Now, I'm going to talk about this particular device because it's very basic and simple. Now, this is called the Deems device. It's made by Chris O'Connor at lightlovemedia.com. You get one of these units if you want, but it has a different magnet here, and it creates a piezoelectric field where it's a magnetic vortex right here. So
what was it, like lovelightsomething.com? Mm-hmm.
During his service in the secret space program, what he described is creating multiple fields of spinning magnetic energy of vortexes. And you could either you would do both clockwise and counterclockwise. So whereas counterclockwise helps bring in deals with the spirit realm, and clockwise is the physical body. So
okay, so you heard that right? Spirit realm and the physical body. Do you have any thoughts on that, Electropig?
Yeah, he's definitely getting into the ecological seance kind of stuff there. He's
right.
He's trying to tie. It seems like if you throw enough buzzwords at people, and they'll just swallow it anymore. I mean, geez, just look at the last election we had up here. Oh my God, people just say whatever comes to mind, and 99% of people will just believe it by the looks of it. So this is, I think, the game that he's playing there. Just throw a lot of big sounding words, and maybe people will think you're smart, and they'll think you know something.
And like as if a magnet can fix the spiritual aspect of something. It's like
you can put an individual in these different fields, and it'll help reset them. So, and then you can also apply frequencies. This the Deems device has a little kit of different crystals. So,
these are crystals.
I typically don't really use these very much. I probably should, considering I have them here. They're going to come out. So they're like different. Now, anything cone or pyramid shape produces chi energy. So it just directs the energy. So you put the.
Oh my God! I can't handle it. Okay, hold on. Okay, a little bit more, and then we're going to go into Sarah Rachel Adams.
A crystal on there, and then you point it on your body. And I was dealing with some strep throat the last month or so I've been using this, and I really like it. The problem is it falls off. So Chris is working on a med bed type device, so you can.
Oh, here we go. He's working on a med. Chris is working on a med bed type device with this stuff now. You know what? I mean, did he take antibiotics when he had strep throat, or did he just use the crystal thing?
Personally, I like Uncle Biotics myself.
Reach out to him and learn more about what he's doing there.
And James, I think Chris also was in some of these programs. Is that right?
Yes, he's going to be at the conference. So he was he served on the United Nations Intergalactic Liaison, and so his job was to negotiate with other extraterrestrial races. Typically, a breakaway group would violate a particular treaty.
Okay, so this is medbed stuff made by super soldiers. So I think that's interesting. All right, so we're gonna get of course Sarah, who has done a lot of scamming, and by the way, I have a little song for Sarah after this. We'll take a break after this just for a moment, and I'll play my Sarah song. But yeah, Sarah first. Now, Stephen Cambion has done a commentary about Sarah, and I'm gonna play a little bit of Stephen. Okay, Stephen's commentary on how Sarah pushes medbeds on her website. And then we're going to also show her website here. I've got that going as well. But I'm going to go ahead and pull out Stephen Cambion from True Seekers. His disclosure of Sarah scamming people with medbeds. Wait. Stop this stream. I'm gonna stop that stream. Let go. No more James. Now we're switching to Sarah. Okay.
Certainly covered under fair use and allowable by law. So let's get into it, friends. We are going to cite fair use and share from her website, Sarah R. Adams, intuitive healer. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to have to refresh because here we see the subject of tonight's show. It's right on the landing page when you first get to her website.
Hi, Aiken. It's nice to see you here. Thank you for being in the chat. Yeah, we've I've gone through a few things already. I went through some articles about med beds. Now I'm just pointing at and some of the tropes surrounding med beds, some of the legitimacy of med beds. Not saying legitimacy, but saying that there is some technology that is using magnets and frequencies to do cellular growth and things like this. There are some FDA approved products, but mostly that's in the infrared categories, and but none of these devices that these guys are selling have any that I can tell have any really FDA approval or has any type of NASA science behind it. Although they are sharing NASA science type things behind what they're saying, but it's and I'll show you that. We're going to get to that here in a second when we look at Sarah's website.
MedBed and ET energetic healing. My coach.
This is off of Sarah Rachel Adams' website. Now this is Stephen Cambion's. I'm going to show a little bit of Stephen Cambion's from Truth Seekers commentary on it.
Let's see. We can go back to that. Yeah, my coaches Roxanne and Peter Highbloom or Blowham have been working with a subsidiary of the Galactic Federation for over 12 months now. Yeah, and for those unaware, the Galactic Federation, that's the aliens, man. That's the aliens. They're getting the med beds from the Galactic Federation aliens. This is better than a fucking bad 1980s science fiction movie. They're getting these med beds from the aliens of the Galactic Federation, and they're going to rent you use of the med bed. You too can have use of these alien med beds. Book now. Why would I not want to book med beds? Whoa. But we're going to get back to that. You see, there's multi-parts to this scam. This is a complicated, this is a little,
Okay, so he's talking about med beds, right? And Sarah has a whole bunch of, she's got Cosmic Conversations, her site, Multidimensional Retreat, watch all of Sarah's work on Gaia, Rainbow Activation Kit, as you can see here. And we are gonna take a look. We're gonna take a look at Sarah's website. All right. And what she has in terms of med beds. So I'm at Sarah R. Adams. Let's look at her site. All right. Sarah R. Adams, multi-dimensional coach and healer. Let's restore your soul's high-frequency reality template. And notice how she's using the word frequency, and then frequencies oftentimes dropped in the medbed stuff because it's all about the frequencies. On your call with me, we'll create your personal plan for high-frequency transformation. And this is fair use. I'm sourcing fair use. We're just reviewing the program, Sarah's programs, and we're educating the public. We're just critiquing it right now. She says, I've helped thousands of people around the globe achieve impossible transformations in their physical health and day-to-day reality through typical 3D perspective, and which can only be accessed through a higher version of yourself. Here are a few of my programs we can discuss on the call. Keep in mind, every program I do is completely personalized by you. And of course, she has these portals. I guess you can call her here. But as you can see, she's got Cosmic Detox, Multidimensional Coaching, Superhuman Training Program, Galactic Starseed Training, Twin Flames, Active Supplements, Mailing List, Book with Sarah and Coaches, Tesla, PEMF Energetic Medbed Devices. Let's click on that. Let's do it. All right. So let me make sure you can see. Let me change. I clicked onto it. I'm going to change. Here it is. Tesla's PMF. Now, remember how Electropig earlier on we mentioned the Tesla stuff, right? Like watch these code words. So she's using the pseudoscience buzzwords. Tesla PEMF energetic medbed device. Command your own healing suite. Tesla's PEMF delivers clinic grade cellular therapy without ever leaving home. Trusted by NASA, NIH, and thousands across the world. So she's claiming this is trusted by NASA, her product. Effectively treat 2,500 health conditions like viruses, parasites, pain, cancer, depression, stress, and more. Automatic sessions up to 7 hours. Heart safe, pet safe technology. VIP support, all power protocols that adapt as your biomarkers improve. Watch the video on the right to get a taste of how it works. So let's play a little bit of this video.
Hello, this is Dr. Ezra West, and I'm here with the Tesla's PEMF, which is the most advanced PEMF system on the market. And this is the actual medbed technology that does exist. And it's had a lot of studies published on it. This particular unit was in.
So this is according to him, it's the actual medbed technology that does exist. There's no really.
The head of NASA's medical for 30 years, a man who is contracted to take care of the health of the astronauts. This is what they use. Now, the hardware is.
Well, that's not accurate because Sarah has sourced a link here to back up the NASA research and the person that he's talking about here. And it explicitly says that it's being studied, but this technology is not available to people. Okay, so that claim, the problem is, especially with the technology, a lot of the technology these guys show is that it doesn't mirror the claims. And there's an incident of where Simon Parks has done this too. I'm gonna point that out here in a bit too as well.
The most expensive hardware. These coils are the heaviest coils on the market. There's more copper in them. That's just, more expensive hardware. The software is unique as well. What we're running here, just let me show you this. This was actually developed by the top software guy in the market. What we have is the Rife codes on the left side and the Hulda Clark codes on the right side. She dedicated a lot of her life. And what we call Rife because, well, these are actually thousands of energy signatures that we have programmed into the software, where most PEMFs are only one or just a few. And we also have thousands of presets, names of any diseases. Like when you type in metabolic, you get metabolic syndrome, metabolic disorders, and all these diseases like inflammation or general inflammation.
Okay, so we're going to move on here. Pulse electromagnetic field PEMF therapy, building upon the foundational work of Nikola Tesla, aims to promote health and well-being, applying pulsating electromagnetic magnetic fields to the body. These fields impact at a cellular level to potentially offer a range of benefits, including pain relief. PMF can help alleviate chronic pain conditions such as arthritis, fibromyalgia, and back pain by improving good circulation and reducing inflammation. It may promote the release of endorphins, the body's natural painkillers, according to physicians' options. Some experience fast, even immediate pain relief during and after initial sessions. And it goes on. It may balance the body system, calm overactive nerves, and the sympathetic nervous system responsible for the body's fight or flight response, and promote mental clarity. And let me see. Now this is interesting, right? I don't know if I should say right, but what I find interesting with this picture is watch the device in action with Sarah Rachel Adams. It almost looks like we're getting ready to watch something different, right? I feel like it's going to be erotic. This is the erotic version of med beds. What were you going to say?
I said from that particular photo, it looks more like a Preparation H commercial.
All right. Precision sound waves target harmful cells. Focus energy reaches deep into tissue with pinpoint accuracy. Resonate vibration destroys pathogens. Healthy tissue untouched. Water-rich body absorbs about 5% better than air. Inspired by Tesla, Einstein, Dr. Rife's groundbreaking research. And here's a little video. I don't know. I tried to play it earlier. It didn't really do much before, but let's see what it does now.
So Sarah is getting a session here. She's just relaxing. She has the coils on her. There's no like harsh feeling. It's just very relaxing.
It feels so
Does it
good.
feel good?
Yeah, it feels really good. It feels like when I go into deep states of meditation, it's the same energy, very, very soothing, just charge of energy flowing through me from the coils.
So it's just coils
Yeah.
in wrapped in like fabric lying on her body. Is that like a
Sounds like
special
battery and smoke
bathing
detector.
suit? Special I don't know, like Star Trek spacesuit.
I think Bones would have done better than a little coil. Yeah.
Oh my god. Quick start, easy to use software. Easy to use software, initiate healing programs. Complete private system used by former Baywatch star Diana Marcello. Let's watch this. Oh, I have to leave here. No. More remarkable transformations. The work that you do, I really appreciate. My sister-in-law got MRSA infection on her wrist. Doctor's solution was amputate. She stayed with us for a couple of weeks with a wrap on her wrist and headphones running your PMF system. We watched as over several days the MRSA shrank and disappeared.
And Dr. Ezra is just testing the energy. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, this actually measures the energy coming off these coils. This is actually a weaker handheld device. There's ones that are more sensitive. They will show the energy going way further than this one. I'm not the happiest with this particular one, but I think it may need some new batteries too. But typically these coils will send energy out 6 feet. Sometimes it depends on what.
So, all right, there's something to do with coils. Okay, so here's the part that got me about what Sarah posted here. All right, used by NASA for cartilage regeneration, joint disorders, whether induced by rheumatism, joint dysplasia, trauma, or surgery, often degrade cartilage and result in intense patient pain. Non-invasive and painless regeneration of patient's own tissue offers fewer side effects. Anyways, this pulse electromagnetic field technology is a technology readiness level TRL6 subsystem model. A prototype demonstration is an operational environment, and the related patent is available for licensing. So I'm going to click onto here really quick. All right, I don't know if you can see that one. Okay, good. It came up right straight from there. Sometimes it doesn't work. The overview, health, medicine, and biotechnology. Okay, the research has shown that exposure of mammalian cartilage and bone tissue to tuned magnetic fields modifies genetic reputation at a cellular level. PMF therapy relies on modulation and resonance of weak metals, such as CH has the metals, which can be made to move at the subcellular level when exposed to magnetic flux. The NASA technology is a device and method for modifying genetic regulation of cartilage and bone in response to PMF therapy, and may serve as the basis for development of novel therapies for cartilage disease. In initial studies, cultured human HCH cells from patients with early stage osteoarthritis were exposed to PMF stimulation using a variety of tuned electromagnetic pulse characteristics such as flux magnitude, slew rates, rise and fall times, frequency, wavelengths, and duty cycle. Waveforms used in testing were monophasic, biphasic, square, sinusoidal, and triangular in nature. Frequencies were generally low-ranging, 6,500 hertz, and waveforms used high, rising, and falling slew rates on the order of Tesla sec, promoting pulses, pulses or bursts. Cellular, catabolic, and anabolic gene expression analysis comprised of fold change in expression were accomplished by a survey of 47,000 human genes using an Affymetrix gene array. Results show that variation of waveform used in PMF therapies, independent of flux intensity, influenced genetic regulation of HCH from patterns with early stage osteoarthritis. However, medicine treatment of cartilage, degenerate joint disorders, and patients healing from rheumatoid trauma or surgery. Non-invasive. But I don't think it's available. Please note that NASA does not manufacture products itself for commercial sale. Okay? That's what I want to read right there. So it says this pulsed electromagnetic field technology is at a technology readiness level, TRL6. System subsystem model or prototype demonstration in an operational environment, and the related patent is available for licensing. Please note that NASA does not manufacture products to sell for commercial sale. So, are there products for commercial sale using this technology? Let's see if I can ask the question. Oh, I can't. I don't know, but the problem is that you have to be able to verify that the products that these people are selling are actually using that technology. Is that machine actually using that NASA technology? Is that really available?
Probably not. I would be my guess.
They play on the insecurity and ill health of their market because they are gullible and you can sell them any old shit. That's what Aiken says.
Yep. I don't think he's far off.
Yeah. I don't either. The cartilage thing is the perfect example of how people use Alice in Wonderland technique with techno-babble to confuse and get buyer compliance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aiken says TR6 is a meaningless term, for example. Explain, Aiken, how that is a meaningless term. Let me ask. I'm gonna ask Gemini just to see if there are any products using this technology. Just out of curiosity, let's see. There any products using this technology? Okay, so I'm going to give it a second because I quoted. It may not be able to give me that answer. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I want to show also another video of Sarah on a show promoting MedBed as well. Oh, I don't know. This is the same. This is still Steven's video. That's not right. Oh, I thought I had a video of her. I guess I don't. Okay, so let's go to Simon Parks. All right, Simon Parks is also
very interesting.
Pushing med beds. You got it. He's pushing med beds. You can't get AI to look up stuff up without checking its source. The problem is it has no source discernment. I know, but I put the NASA link in there. So I linked the source. And so it extracted it. It said, the NASA article you referenced, non-invasive therapy of cartilage regeneration, describes a technology developed by innovators at NASA Johnson Space Center. This technology uses a pulse electromagnetic field (PMF) device to promote the growth of new cartilage and alleviate cartilage degradation in joints. Here's what the technology indicates about products using this technology. It's in the development stage. This technology is currently at technology readiness level TRL6. This means it's a system or subsystem model or prototype that has been demonstrated in operational environment. It is a real developing technology, but not yet widely available commercial product. Licensing, not manufacturing. NSA itself does not manufacture products for commercial Instead, the related patent for this technology is available for licensing to companies that might develop and sell the products based on it. FDA potential. The technology has the potential for FDA approval. It's important to note that PEMF therapy devices are already approved by the FDA for stimulating bone growth and artificial joint issues. Therefore, while the underlying scientific principle and the prototype exists, NASA does not sell a product. Okay, we got that part. Any commercial products would need to be developed and brought to market by companies that license the patent, and they would require their own FDA approval for the specific and intended use. So I guess like when you're looking at a product of this nature being sold by somebody of this nature, you need to like double check on the patent and the FDA and those kind of things.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's kind of, I find it kind of exciting that there is something that kind of that does exist.
Yeah, it lends an air of credibility to probably the wrong people, though. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I do. Absolutely.
It's sort of like it leaves an opening for the creative linguistics to be used to get the suckers to cough up some bucks.
Right. Here it is. Here's Simon Parks. And this is his website. I don't think we need the music. So
we've done,
huh?
We've done better.
Right. And just in case it has like copyright or something like that, I don't want it to be part of this video at all. So, but you can see he's pushing it, right? So, I mean, that's pretty evident. So let's drop out of that. I mean, and again, there is no real footage of this. I thought this was interesting. He has another device over here on the left. It's called an exclusive 72-hour style. And this was it says for limited time only. It kind of reminds me of like James Rink having that other wand thing that he was showing for people. And it says health companion, compact, effective, cutting edge technology. For a limited time only, CC members can only 30% of the latest limited edition gray atom frequency device. So how the atom frequency device works with the body, exogenous frequency therapy uses external frequency waves to enhance the body's natural energy systems. These frequencies interact with the body's electromagnetic field, helping to restore balance and promote optimal cellular function. The atom device adds in supporting the body's communication systems, allowing cells to tune in more effectively, more like adjusting a radio to the right frequency. It claims it helps with oxidative stress, and on and on and on. Okay, so I want to show a little bit of his video here.
Goodness me, it's the old squirrel. Well, it's lovely to see you. Happy days. Now, we were being inundated with questions from our audience about the squirrel, and they want to know the story of the squirrel. So I said, well, perhaps you'll tell it later on.
Well, I think it could be appropriate because the rainy, dry season is coming to an end, and now they think that we might have a dry, rainy season. So there's going to be some balance in the universe later on. So we might get to that later. But I can't believe that it's been 2 whole weeks, but the big message came in yesterday, and it's like we're being drip fed. And there's another. Let me just make sure I've got this right. There's another batch of the atoms, the amazing limited edition ones, and so they're in, and Biophotonic, our amazing friends, are doing another, and it's only literally for CC members. No one else gets a chance because the numbers of them just aren't coming in. So this is just for CC members. Going to get that really big 30%. Wow, 30% off, and still including the limited edition one. And hang on, there's also the free atom cell EMF protection chip.
Right, that's great because that's popular. Yeah,
it's popular, and I feel like I'm finally going to get mine. But I know that
how is it going to be smuggled out in a diplomatic bag to you?
He really annoys me. I'm just going to keep my mouth. I mean, he's just. And this chip, we got to get that chip.
It's
better than an AA chip.
Fly over with my atoms.
Oh, that's so nice.
And you know, I'm loving everything that the atom, this reiteration that everything's improving.
I love everything about the atom because it's the basic unit of all life. But okay, let's continue.
Everything's getting stronger, and I love the feel of the atom and the reaction that we're getting to.
I love the feel of the atom.
It's just amazing, and I'm really happy for everyone out there, but also for Biophotonic, who've put in.
Because you know, an atom always feels good.
So much effort.
Well, they took a gamble because
never gave up.
You know, exactly right. I mean, you know, just because you've got the science and you've got the people behind you, it doesn't actually mean that you've got.
And there he is. And you know, do you know that he frequently, I guess like maybe 4 times a year, he mates with an alien cat queen? Did you know that?
Well, you got to have something to do on the weekends. You know, some people just pick different hobbies than you and me.
Right.
The workforce who are prepared to put the hours in, but in this case they did, so that's great.
Doing the work that we love, we're serving something greater than ourselves, and we're surrounded by amazing, beautiful, incredible people, and that's what makes life just so fantastic, is community. This is what this is what CC is, what it stands for.
Reminded of it every day. Thank God we're reminded of it every day, because every day is a challenge for all of us. So we do need nice things every day.
Yeah. And it's like...
We do need nice things every day. Yeah.
Knowing that we're not alone. And also what's so interesting, I think, about CC and like the breathwork things that are happening here is that it's people from every kind of background and culture and country. You know this. It's like, so people are waking up every...
This, I think the reason why I like this footage, because I think this is like an example of how how it gets into the shamanic and the spiritual and all the other modalities are kind of like all blended with the modern technology. Do you have any thought on that, Electropig?
Well, I'm just thinking that they're trying to exploit. They put all this stuff together so they can exploit the highest number of people. You know, if you open 30 doors, you're going to get more people than if you open one door. So,
right,
you know, it's sort of like the more buzzwords and stuff like that you throw into it, the more hooks you throw in the ocean, the more fish you're going to catch. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Everywhere. But more and more people are starting to ask the questions and like go, hang on, what's going on here? And then to know that they're not alone, whether they're in Ecuador or Australia or New Zealand or Africa, wherever it is, it's like there's this common thread coming through now. And it's the same inquiry, like really, really, what's going on? What can we do about this? It's like a wave of refugees from the Matrix, and it's like, it's like we're getting ready. We are, and it's almost like we're the advanced party or something, or preparing the cycle. Or it's so inspiring to be with these people. It really is.
Well, it is, and it's humbling. So before we get going, everybody likes a little bit of intel. So you probably, because you're in the back of Beyond out there, you probably don't get all the news. But the President of the United States signed the Genius Act yesterday. And that's a really important deal because the ISO, what is it? It's 22,002 or whatever. I never remember the number. But that's the framework on which the good digital currency can run on. And when Trump signed the Genius Act yesterday, that allows the Fed and all the others to use digital currencies, which means that finally we could think about Nasara Jasara, we could think about the RV as not being too far away now. So it was a very big moment. So we're very pleased about it.
There's really something big going on in the background. There's something.
Okay, so you notice how he pulled in Trump and like Trump, passing the Genius Act is somehow, I don't know, advantageous for them and for this?
Changing at some kind of fundamental structural level. And this sounds like
it is.
There's a co-creation going on here. We're not sitting idly by. We're actually a part of how we want the world to be because we have a heart, we have a voice, and actually we can really start thinking about what it is that we want.
We have a right to be heard. That's the point.
Exactly. The right to be heard. And everybody, so many people are saying, "Oh, I've never really spoken."
It really bothers me that Trump is being depicted as basically a savior for this, or for humanity, or for healing, or for a better way. And I know you don't live in the United States, but it's really uncomfortable here right now. I'm not feeling the love, to be honest with you. And I just feel like especially Simon Parks has been one of those people throughout is really a major character in co-opting even from the UK this sort of sentiment where Donald Trump is in the middle of alien technology and healing people and, making it so that we're going to be free people. Like, we're going to have a new type of paradigm, like those people like doing the feathers and everything like that. Like, I just find this to be a bunch of bullshit and propaganda. That's just my initial take on it. And and I wanted to do the show because in my gut, this is the way I feel about it. And I think that this is a really good, we could spend for hours. I'm gonna call it a show here in just a minute, here in the next 5 minutes. I'm gonna wrap it up and finish out with the Sarah Rachel Adams song to close out the show that I created for Sarah. But Yeah, I think this is this is a scam, a big scam, and as people that participate on YouTube or in this community, I think this is a good topic to talk about and to have a watchdog eye on and a scrutiny, because you're talking about people being sick in their lives and spending money and having hope for something that is just an opportunity for grifters on the internet.
Well, I can give you a good example of just coming out of Canada. Everybody in the world knows that we have free health care, right?
Right.
Well, when you sit there for 8 hours in the emergency room and you watch all the foreign people going through while you wait, you wonder, well, that free health care isn't exactly what it was billed as when they were billing it to us. So it's the same basic idea. You get right down to it.
Okay, you want me to ask what the MV75 Neurable is? Okay. Aiken's doing. What is the? Okay, I gotta get going here. MN75 Neurable. Okay, hopefully it comes up fast. All right, so okay. Yeah. Oh, I think I put it in wrong. All right. I got to get going here though. In about I got to go because I want to end it before 2 so I can clip this and